Hello guys, switching to Crunch and I'm Lokesh Kapoor, and in this video we will talk how to use Add to Calendar widget of dynamic content for Elementor plugin. If you haven't downloaded the plugin, you can check out the link in the description and download the plugin right away. And here I will demonstrate how you can start off. So once installed, you can find this dynamic content menu icon, and when you click, you can find all the features of this plugin. And in the tabs, you can find all the widget extensions, settings, global settings, front-end navigator and legacy settings. So in the widgets you can find all the widgets of dynamic content, and you can enable or disable any of the widgets depending upon your need. If you want to make your Elementor load bit faster, then you can just disable the plugins, also widgets that you don't use, and it will be not shown on the panel of Elementor, so you can speed up your loader that way. Otherwise you can also increase the PHP memory of your website so as to load the panel faster. For now you need to make sure that this add to calendar widget is enabled for using this widget. So once enabled, just check out your panel and you will find the widget right away. Let's create the post. So I will use this widget in my post template. So here's my post. Let's open another post. Let me show you this my post template. So I will use this widget right away by adding my single post template file. I will add widget add to calendar right there, make it in the middle. You can change the type of your button, right, any of these, so it's not that success warning, just for the color purpose. You can choose any of them, and then make the link open in the new window, or you can add an attribute of no follow, and you can also make it force download. I will leave it to default and add no follow attribute. You can also play with the sizing of the button, and you can also use an icon or say calendar. I will use this one. Here it is. You can choose the icon spacing and icon sizing, right. Looks good. You can also use the button ID to enhance more settings from this custom CSS. For now we can see all the settings of calendar right here. Here's the Google Calendar, and here's our Outlook or iCal calendar. Let me show you Google Calendar, and the settings will be same for the iCal as well. What you have to do is just you need to put the title here. You can dynamically choose the title from ACF fields or another place as well. You can dynamically get to know from the post title as well. You can use any of these custom fields, or you can use ACF field as well. But now let me just choose a simple title like meeting for scalability discussion, right. And here you have settings to choose the field this date values for the static date values and dynamic values. If you have this meeting set in your page, then you can use these values. If you are using a page, like you are having a landing page and you want this calendar to be shown only on the one landing page, then you can use the static values. And if you have this widget on your template of your post type, then you can use dynamic values, because all your posts will have different values you may need. Then you can use the dynamic values. So I will show you both of these. This is very simple. You just need to put the values right away and time, and here it is, just one more. And here is the description of the meeting. So let's say discussion on scalability, location, Venice, Italy. So looks good. Let's save it and open this page. Let me open any post, and here my post. When you click add to calendar button, you can find all the settings that we had input, like 12 am to 1 pm at 18th of May, the same setting 18th of May, like 18:05, and then 12 to 1, 12 1, right? And when it's Italy, and this is our description that we had put, and this is our title. So this is all you get with the static values. And if you are using that single template like I'm using here, then you can use dynamic strings. What you have to do, just copy this, go to your custom fields, add fields for your post type, just choose to create new fields like start date, and in this use date and time picker. Date, time picker. Here you need to use the custom values and paste it right here, or you can use any of these and then copy this and paste it here, right? You have both the options to do, and you just need to copy this. Cool. And let's duplicate this and right here end date and end date. Cool. So now we have our two custom fields which will be shown in our posts. Let me open this lump sum post and type it to be 19th, probably 10 am, and 19th 12 pm, or possibly 2 pm, 10 am to 2 pm. Cool. Let me save this, and in this template I just need to use tokens or a field. Where is the token? In dynamic content we can find token, and here just write ACS start date, and then you just need to copy this and go to a token, this as well, token, and paste it here. And here it is ended. Let's update this and reload our post, and let's click to add to calendar. Voila, here you can find all those things, like 10 am we had put, and 2 pm, and 19th of May. This is a start date, this is the end date custom field, and you can also retrieve these values dynamically by just clicking on these buttons. You can also get them, but this was crucial to know. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You can easily use this widget on your single post templates or your landing pages, and get them users to start discussion, meeting, and all that. Please subscribe to the channel for watching more videos like this. Hit the bell icon so you don't miss any new updates. Till then, bye bye and have a wonderful day.